I'm back here recording again. I'd say it's about a year later since the last video I done. It's the middle of June 21, and I was having off problems with the camera, so I just stopped recording. But I think hopefully if this works here, it's just down to the wrong SIM cards I was buying, or SD cards first. I've all the work on this DAF done now, near enough. All the panels, kind of the mud guards, side skirting, the bumper and all that, they were in a lot worse condition than I thought, and I just thought it was a small bit of fiberglass needed to be done on it, a bit of filler, but they were absolutely destroyed. But then when I went to start pricing all the stuff, everything needs to be changed really, and it cost like £600 or something. So I just spent a whole week fiberglassing everything up, and I've everything in primer for the front of the truck. All them body panels are everything's in primer there. I have the new tank put on it. I have the new air box put on the other side. I've serviced it and all filters done on it. So I just thought I'd make a video because I still have to make the body for this truck. So I'm going to make a video on building that body, and then just a few bits I've left to do. I was going to leave that stack on it, but I'm going to order a second-hand one, or it's just a silencer. I just don't like the way it is. This doesn't sound right, and the way things are going with emissions, I want to have a proper thing on it. The brake discs on this truck are all brand new. There's now one bit of lip on it, but all the ABS rings are destroyed in it. I don't think I can take them out, but I'm going to take one off and see, otherwise they'll just be ordered. So I've done here, all these sills were rotten out. So what I'm going to do is clean this one up. This is the last one I have to do, just clean the welds. I just finished welding it yesterday, and then tomorrow is a full day of prepping it for paint. I ordered a window for this and the transit, and when they came to fit them, they fitted the transit window, but they brought the wrong one for this. So they said they just leave this in until I get it painted, and after it's painted they'll come and replace the window. Just make it a bit easier for me. I don't have to worry about cutting that in, you know, there's nothing really. This was all gone here, the whole sill all the way up. I've stripped the whole inside out. It was full, I could smell like a mouse nest in here, full of mouse nests at the back there. So I've just taken everything out of here, power washed it, and I thought the roof would be rusted out and stuff around it, but it's actually spotless up there. Just with all the stuff that coming through, there was a lot of water getting in, but I think it was getting in through the sunroof, because they had the CB antenna just pushed through the seal. I think it was just leaking through there. You have all the water lines on it. 2 new batteries bought for it. An airbox off a bigger CF truck on there. It's a bit bigger, but it bolts on fairly straightforward. That's everything there really for that. My plan is just to get the other side done now and get it ready for paint. I'm keeping the blue. I'm just going to paint that Ford, I forget the name of it, G10 or whatever, blue. Yeah, so that's that Crafter. I changed the engine in that Crafter. It was seized up. I have the other engine that's seized sitting on an engine stand. So I'm going to do a video. I'll just record me pulling it apart to see what's wrong with it. And yeah, I can't wait to do that. Just I've been busy doing other stuff, so I haven't had time to do on it. That has to be all painted as well. And that is the transit up there. Right, so I'll leave that there. Let's get cracking on this. Get that welded to the side, or ground down. Last bit done there for today. Yeah, the blue recovery came off fairly easy because the sun was shining out there the last while. But this side, when I took off the letters there, it was leaving an awful lot of glue left on the door. And the sun will be hitting this first thing in the morning, so I'll take that off whenever it gets warm. It's coming off easy enough. That stuff up there is a pain in the hole to get off, so I'm gonna leave that till the sun's on it tomorrow. It's supposed to be really hot tomorrow. Might make it easier. All I've done was put a bit of filler on all these, and I'll give it a quick sand tomorrow. Oh shit, I have that recovery to take off, so I'll do that tomorrow. I have everything on the roof to take off. I was only going to paint, I want to get this painted so I can get that window put in it. So I hate leaving it down the place where it is. And I was going to leave the back and not paint the back of it. But I think I might do it now, because when I'm welding here I don't want sparks and stuff hitting it. I was going to leave the roof and the back, but I think I'm just going to paint it all now while I'm at it. The back needs to be done again. It's easy enough to get out. No one will see it anyway. At least that's all that done, all the welding done. I had some stickers. I have all that stuff to take off, but I knew that when I'm paint prepping it. Yeah, this truck was used and abused. Everything's broken on it. Everything was held on with broken bolts and nuts and cable ties. All these are held on, that side is held on with cable ties, I think it was. Yeah. Everything's broken, so I'll be taking all these off, retapping them. The turbo is leaking on the exhaust, so I'll be pulling that out as well. So what I'll probably do is, once I get a bit of work done here, I'll pull the turbo on it. And what I'm doing anyway, I can lift the asphalt with the forklift and move it around the yard once the back wheels are off the ground. I have a small air leak in the front. I just need to get a couple bits for the connections. There's one bit connection leaking. Where the fuck are the keys? Outside. I'll leave that there. It's June now, 2021. My daughter bought me these for Christmas, so I hooked them up. They're the air horns for the DAF. I hooked them up to my air compressor and they're as loud as fuck. And I'm thinking I had too much pressure going through it. I did lower it down a bit, but I'm going to hook it up to the truck now quickly here, because I'm going to be mounting them this week. Before I paint it, I need to have a place to put them, because I'm hoping they can go on the roof. And I'm just going to hook them up quick now to the air on the truck, just to see what they sound like. Do they sound as loud as they used to? I have it wired up there, leaking a bit of air, so it mightn't be as loud as it should be, so we'll see how it goes. I was going to do Baby Shark and my fucking ears are ringing. I'm done here for today. Definitely be never hired as a body guy, because it's taken me 6 hours. When I welded this in, I had it fitting perfect, but then I rushed the last seam along here and it bowed everything in, so I've had like 6 goals of fucking getting that out, sanding it down. But that's the dolphin glaze there, it's the last one. I'll just leave that overnight. We got all that done. Some primed in. I wanted to get that inside the door painted white today. That was my goal, but not going to happen. So I want to get this painted by the end of the week. I'm hoping the next 4 or 5 days. I'll get it ready for a paint at least. Got that all primed in, ready to go, and that's the last bit there as well. So once that's done, it's only a matter of sanding down. There's no other body work to do on the truck. I just want to get everything taken off the roof and I want to get a place to put them air horns I had on earlier, and get that done. Yeah, so that's that there. That'll be that painted, and then I'll be doing the body on that probably. Get that done. I have the rails to go up it. I'll be making a couple of changes on it. I'll be removing these wheels. It was hard for me to find the C-channel at the beginning to fit them wheels, because C-channel has changed supposedly and it doesn't have the taper in it anymore. So I got square C-channel that'll fit on that box kind of fairly straight, and I'm gonna weld up all the holes. The reason I kind of want to do that is when this body rolled off, it rolled back to here to this roller, and it always sat on 3 rollers, and there's a lot of space left there. So my plan for this is to get a new center ram. I'm going to get it up to here. I'm going to add that, I think it's 4 foot extra off it to slide off, so it'll slide off back to the wheel just to give me a better loading angle. And it would only be sitting on 2 wheels. It actually wouldn't be sitting on 2 wheels, it would be hitting the steel. So I'm going to make it like the old school kind of sliding on steel, and I'll grease it. My plan is for the C-channel. This is the C-channel. It fits in there. Hold on. My plan when the C-channel is on here, I'm going to do on certain points, I'm going to drill these top pieces and I put in grease nipples on it, so I can just grease directly into the C. Might do it on the top here. I'll see how it goes. It won't take too many, and I can just move the body back and grease it, move the body forward and grease it. So I just like to grease the body at least once a month, just a small coating, so it'll be handy just to do that. It'd be even better if I could do get a tube off the greaser and just stand in one spot like on a farm machinery and greased everything in the one go. Yeah, there's not a lot left to do on this truck. It's just a fucking mess at the moment, and the way steel prices are doubling. But I have bought that C-channel. That was 250. I bought that 2 years ago. Bought that when I bought the truck, and that was 250 for the 2 lengths of that, 2 24-foot lengths. I'll leave that video there.